I grew up in the Lake Sunset Luella Terrace neighborhood, and I have to tell you, it was a wonderful experience. Uh, it was really great to have a neighborhood, a community of neighbors that looked out for each other.
I can see my mother going across the street now to get sugar when we needed things, and people helped one another.
Out of the neighborhood came doctors and psychologists and investors, and we have other families that had their children, and their children grew up and went to college. We were just proud people.
32805 got a really bad rap, and I lived in 32805. And for me, life I felt was good. So I really didn't understand that. But after the meetings with Lyft, my sister and I decided we would drive around and actually look at our neighborhood. And we began to see poverty, empty buildings, dirt. I didn't know it. I didn't know the people. And I didn't really realize how far removed I'd become from the area. And that made me want to be a part of change for our neighborhood.
We began to talk more as communities and began to work together on some of the problems. There was a challenge sort of thrown out in each of 4 areas. Well, one of those areas was around economic development, and that got my attention. I was immediately ingrained in wanting to make sure that, I spoke my piece and that I heard what people thought about it. And one of the most interesting things that came out of this group of residents that sat in the corner and whiteboarded for hours and hours and discussed and debated, one of the most interesting pieces was that we decided to form an Economic Opportunities Council made up of residents of all of our communities. What we wanted to do was to see the residents of our areas have an opportunity to participate in what we believed to be the impending growth that was coming, whether we were ready to embrace it or not.
This is something that's good for West Orlando. And they've seen so much blight and so much poverty. And because you live in a certain neighborhood, area, zip code, it's not what looks like, it's what it is.
It's really not about where you come from. It's about your values, your beliefs, and where you really want to go. And what I'm seeing with Lyft, the hope of the new apartments that we're about to build, the opportunities for economic stability, better jobs in our community, teaching our children early, the connection with our education systems. I believe great things are in store for our community, and it's up to us and others willing to support us to make that happen. And if Lyft could come in with just an idea, and after 2 years, we're here, sky's the limit in my mind.